30 seconds.
I mean, I've been fishing
Let's
like
go.
3 or 4 times. You're gonna catch a keeper on your first fish of the whole year.
That's what I do.
Bullshit. Hey everybody, what's going on, guys? Scott and Kristen Lennox here. Thanks for clicking into another vid here on the Deadly Tackle Fishing OC YouTube channel. We appreciate you guys. Fishing is in full swing here in Ocean City, and I got her back. The weather must be beautiful and the fishing must be fantastic because Kristen's back in the boat with me. But it's really good. We got some gigantic stripers. You guys have seen that video of me catching that personal best striper down on the Aztec Surf from last week, and there's even more of them. David Moore caught a 49-incher a couple days after me. There's a bunch of 40s and things like that, some being caught in the Ocean City Inlet. So striper fishing's really good. There's bluefish in the Ocean City Inlet. We got tog in the Ocean City Inlet. And the flounder bite, from what we hear yesterday, was absolutely all time around the Ocean City Inlet and just outside the inlet in the ocean. So we're gonna go give a peek and see if the wind will let us get out there, first of all. Second of all, if those fish are still there today. It just happened yesterday, and I'm talking limits of flounder. Big Bird Cropper had 2 real nice 18-inch or 19-inch fish, but little, some of the guys had limits of fish. Like, I'm talking 4 apiece. Some guys 4 in the boat, 16 keeper flounder, all the way up to like 23, 24 inches. So it was really, really good. We're gonna go take some deadly doubles out there and give it a shot. So we're gonna buzz down the bay here, get out the inlet, see if we can catch a couple flounders. Thanks for clicking in. Haven't done it already, hit that subscribe button. Any questions, ask those below. Let's get it.
In Ocean City, Maryland, we are currently in mid-May as of right now, and the size limit for flounder are 16 inches for the keepers and larger, and also 4 per person. We're hoping that Scott didn't just jinx us by saying how good the flounder bite was yesterday, and hopefully we can catch a couple today. At the end of this month, starting on June 1st, the size limit increases up to 17.5 inches through the end of the year. So now's the time I really want to try to get in there and catch a couple before that size limit increases shortly. So we're on our way out. We're going to try fishing right outside the jetty area.
Got a couple of dolphins have come in the inlet here. We see it sometimes during the spring and summer when you get a little pod of dolphins coming back here in the back bay. It's always cool for people to see. There they are heading up the East Channel, running right along the sandbar, probably grabbing some shiners and things like that.
Got a fish on. Oh look, I got a, oh, it's a nice flounder, it looks like. That was quick, buddy. 30 seconds.
I mean, I've been fishing like
go.
3 or 4 times. You're gonna catch a keeper on your first fish of the whole year.
That's what I do.
Some bullshit.
Orange deadly double. Oh look, it's on the orange gop. They usually bite on my bottom, but
Nice
today
job.
it's on the top. Thank you. I'm
Right,
gonna measure
let
this
me
bad
measure
boy.
your fish. You're gonna measure?
Yeah.
All right, hold on.
Mouth closed, up against. Careful, watch your step. It looks like it is, what is that, 17 and a half? 17? 17 and a half. Yeah. Not only did I catch a keeper, I could have caught one that would have kept in June. That's...
I'm gonna jump a flip. Oh, no, I'm not.
Oh no.
No, I don't think it was a keeper. That's why I was going to flip job, because...
Look, I don't know if it showed in the camera, but it looked close.
yeah, well, I would, okay, well, then I made a mistake, but I think it was a throwback.
There you go.
Right. I only netted that fish because you thought the last one was a keeper. I'm thinking this one is the same size as the last one.
No way.
You think it's smaller?
I think it's 15.
All right. So at least we're guessing the same thing. Because I agree. I agree this fish is 15. We'll check real quick. Yeah, we'll give him 15 and a half, but that's my fish this year so far, man. 15s and a halves. That's changing today.
Another shorty.
Is that where you're going with this?
Well, I can't fish my rod because I'm too busy filming you catching short fish.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Oh, now you're in the throwback lane.
Whoa.
We'll take it though. They're liking that orange so far.
Hey, it's on the orange golf again.
Yep.
Sneaking. Nice. All right. lay
You want me
down.
to do it? Don't use
Nope.
the rag on it.
I'm not.
Okay.
That's why I laid him down on the ground. Come on out. There we go. All right, I will measure him real quick. Watch out for my hooks here.
Yep.
15 and a half, almost 16. Got the fish in the boat before I could get the camera on.
That's how I roll when it's the little ones, man. I ain't got time to mess around. Gotta get that thing overboard and back fishing. I broke out the spinning rod, and I've got one of our Deadly Tackle high-low 5.0s on here, just with a couple of gulps. And I'm down there twitching it. And if you look, when you twitch these ones like this, you can see they bounce around a lot. The Deadly Doubles and the other rigs, their leaders are so long, they won't bounce that much. But I'm getting a lot of bites on this. It's just small fish right now.
Deadly doubles are also working great out here because that's what I'm using and catching all the fish on. I've caught a bunch of throwbacks.
So, and those guys right there we just passed a second ago with the 7 keepers, they're using Deadly Doubles. And yesterday, several of the limits that we heard, Rich Diker included, those guys were all using Deadly Doubles. There you go.
Another one on. Yeah. Well, he might be close. I'll flip him
I think you
in.
need, oh, that fish is not keeping.
He might be another 15 or so.
Yeah.
Look, I'm gonna check him just in case.
I'm just gonna lean this up here like this. Net in the ready position.
That's right. Orange. Oh, look, I switched the bottom gulp from white to orange, and look where he bit. Orange is the ticket today. Ugh. Come on. Oh, I'm getting better at getting this freaking hook out too. My nemesis. Oh no, 15 and a half again. 80 kilo. There he goes.
I'm tired of these little things. Engulf that thing. It's a 15-inch fish. There's a ton of 15-inch fish out here, so another 15-incher for Scott going back. One drift in the bag. What do you think?
Well, if we could flounder fish like this all the time, I would want to come out here all the time. It was so fun. One drift, 30 seconds in, I catch a 17 and a half in the cooler. And then in the rest of the drift, I don't even know. A couple throwbacks for me, at least a couple throwbacks for Scott. So we're heading back up and see what we can do. Scott forgot to mention we only have a couple hours out here this morning, so we're glad we're being productive so far.
Yep, I got a trip already scheduled with my buddy CL Marshall over on Chesapeake Bay. We got a little weather window here this morning. We heard about this bite, and it's been really, really good so far. We've only made one drift, like Kristen said, one keeper, first fish, and then a bunch of throwbacks. And then, who do we go by? We go by Mr. Powell. And how many keepers do you guys have? 7 keepers. They've been out here an hour and a half. That's what I'm talking about. I'm leaning towards keeper on this one. This is the best fish I've had hooked so far this season. Tangled in my other one.
Ooh, that looks like a good one.
Let's go, baby.
That's a nice fish.
That's a
right there.
good one, man. That's a 20-something. Yeah, dude. White Deadly Double that time. Yeah. I catch my first keeper of the day and of the season, really. And it's a nice fish. This fish is going to go probably 20 inches. And these guys are leaving. They just caught their limit, that 8th fish they finally put in the boat. 2 guys, 4 fish per person. Kristen told you the limits already. 16 inches right now, all the way through May 31st, and then June 1st it goes to 17 and a half inches, and that's through the end of the season. But let's throw him on the old measuring stick. That's going to be a good one, 20 plus. $20 and a half, huh?
Yeah, I can't see from here.
Yeah, that's a 20 and a half, guys. 20.5 inches. going in the fish box. Let's go. All right, guys, I got a short fish on here, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let Kristen practice with the net on this fish, because it doesn't matter. It's not a keeper. It's gonna go back. So what you wanna do as the angler is you wanna lead the fish toward the boat, make sure he's calming down enough toward the surface, and then just kind of head first toward the net. The netter will then put the net in the water and just guide him right in there. All right, you ready?
Scott never lets me net his fish, so I'm going to practice right now.
They're usually keepers.
Oh, really?
I don't mean that my fish are usually keepers. I mean that the ones that I'm worried about are usually keepers. All right, so here comes this fish. I'm gonna lead him right to the net. Net goes in the water, and then head first, and then just scoop him up. And if you want to not get tangled so much, you drop the net down on the deck. You drop the net down on the deck. And see, the fish will come sliding mostly out. And then if you just got a sinker or something stuck in there, it's no big deal. But if you net the whole rig in there, you're gonna be pulling hooks out and all kinds of stuff. See how easy that came out of the net? And then we take them off the hook and we throw them back. All right, nice job.
Thank you.
Nice job. Hold this, please. All right, man, you may have seen it before. This stupid GoPro wouldn't kick on a second ago, and Kristen caught a fish, so I threw it down on the deck, and we went ahead and caught the fish, and bam.
Woo!
Yeah, that's right.
I measured it. It's 17, so I have 2 in the box.
Let's go! Woo! Let's go!
Fish high five.
There we go. All right, another one for the fish box. So that is 3 drifts, 3 keeper flounder, and I got another one on back here. Look at that rod.
Here, let me put this down and I'll switch it.
Got it.
At least the camera's on. Woo.
I'm guessing mine's 15. Because that's what they've been. Oh, look at that. Come on up here.
Oh, that's a keeper.
Think so?
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, you're guessing better than me then.
I think it's right around
Right
16,
though, it's
16 and a half.
16 is sometimes tough to judge, because I've been catching so many 15s and 15s and a halves that 16 for me is tough to judge. It's only a little bit bigger. But you can see how good this fishing's been out here last day or so. We're up front. It's kind of a pain.
Ooh.
16 and a quarter, baby. Nice guess.
Yes.
All right, we're halfway to a limit, guys.
Fish for each hand. That's my favorite day.
Hooked up again.
Literally. I got one. It feels like a. It does, well, I don't know. Maybe it didn't feel like much at first.
I don't have the net up here right now, so.
Oh yeah, that might be. Yeah, it's gonna be close.
Flip him in. We'll do the old flip test. If he flips in and he makes it, great. If not, we're not worried about it.
That's what Scott says when it's not his fish.
Yeah, and you told me to come up here because it was small and the net's in the back of the boat.
He's gonna be close. He might be 16.
15 and a half.
My favorite release. Oh yeah, he's smaller once he hit the deck.
Yeah, just throw him back.
He's not gonna work.
We're halfway to a limit. We don't want those anyway.
Yeah, I bet. Oh yeah, he might even be 14. He's way smaller than he looked in the water. We'll catch you next year, little guy. Ooh, that's another keeper.
Let's get it, folks.
Nice fish.
Yeah, that's an 18 probably. No need to even measure this fish. You got one on, babe.
Here, take my camera. Still on.
All right, what are we doing?
All right,
here?
we switched and I got
an 18-incher in the back of the boat, and Kristen's got a bigger one than that. Spin them around to me. Let's go!
Woo! Let's go!
Yeah, let's get it! Oh,
another great
that's why
release.
you leave them in the water, folks. That's why you leave them in the water. All right, you get yours. I'm gonna go get mine.
Okay.
Let's go, guys. Look at this. All right, good. You go first.
Okay.
That's a fatty too. That's 19
He's super
plus.
fat. Yep.
He's just fat. 18 and a half.
18 and a half. A
All
little
right.
bit.
I'm just gonna put mine on there, kind of check them. Look at this.
No, look at that.
18 and a quarter.
Yep.
Look at this, guys.
Oh my gosh, I wish I had a scale. Scott, do we have the scale?
Yeah, it's in there.
This is a heavy one right here.
Look at this, guys.
Even
talk
though it's
about
not that
talk about some awesome flounder fishing. We went from 2 keepers to 6 keepers in like 1 drift. Yeah, let's go.
I'm gonna swim back to the cooler.
All right, update. How many drifts have we done? 4?
3. We've only done 3 drifts.
Yeah, three drifts it might have been. Yeah, it just, I guess it runs together. We've caught so many fish that you would think that we had more drifts. But we are now 2 fish away from a limit. We've got fish from 16 1/4 up to 20 1/2, and we are 2 fish away from a limit now. And lots of boats around us are doing the same thing. Did you get your limit?
That's the limit.
These guys just hit a limit too and are heading out. Nice work, nice work. Yep, so it's epic flounder fishing. Don't expect to see this all the time, but when you hear about it in a fishing report, look at this. There these guys go.
Doubles on the deadly double.
Baby, 2 fish at a time on the deadly double. I love it. Hell yeah. That's crazy. Those are some guys from the ACSA. I'm actually doing a flounder seminar there at the club tomorrow evening. But that's a couple of guys from the club, and they're using deadly doubles too. And that guy just netted 2 fish at a time, 1 on each hook. So this is epic flounder fishing, man. Unbelievable. Hopefully we can get done our limit here in this next drift. I won't jinx this by saying last drift. We'll try and get it in the next drift here, and then maybe we'll stay for another half hour, and maybe call some of those big ones out. I got them in the live well swimming around, so we'll call some of the smaller fish out.
Yeah, if we could have a perfect day like today, I would come out all the time.
Yeah.
Perfect weather.
Well,
perfect fishing,
well, if you're watching
perfect
this and you're a fisherman, you know that ain't happening all the time.
that's why it's perfect
This
today.
is the exception to the rule, but I'll take it, man. Awesome.
So today we've been really lucky. We've been catching a lot of fish on our deadly doubles. Scott has been using white and I've been using our orange, and they're doing a really good job. This is what it looks like. It has the spinner blade with the beads. And then today we've been using, and every bite we've gotten today has been on an orange gulp. They didn't bite on the white today for some reason. So when we put the gulp on, we basically take the gulp like this, stick it straight down on the hook, up through the back, and then push it up so it sits straight on the hook. Now, if we were using minnows today, a lot of times we might take a small minnow and pop it on top there, but today we don't even need it. They're going straight down. I'm using a 2-ounce sinker and dropping it down. Here we go.
Drop it right back in front of his face if you get a bite, guys. Try not to tangle around your rod tip too much, like I just did. So get that little thump, and then if he comes off like mine did, just drop it right back down to the bottom. What's up, Bird?
Hello, guys. Hi, Bird.
Hi, Big Bird. Hello.
Any keepers yet?
We got 6.
Scott, switch me.
Drop it right back down in his face.
That's what happens when you have the rod in the wrong hand and a camera in the other.
Yep.
I'm trying to talk to Big Bird.
Oh, he just lost some shoulders, but still gonna take a look.
Oh, it might be your limit right there.
Let's go. We got family to feed too. Oh, that was close, bro. That was close. He jumped at the right time. All right, remember to measure these guys. Get yourself a measuring device like this where you can close the mouth of the fish and nose them up into the board here. That fish is, wow,
That is
15 7/8. 15 7/8. But when we got 6 keepers in the boat, this is what happens with them.
My grandfather has been passed away for a few years now, and he lived down here off of Snug Harbor. He'd have kept that fish.
Oh. Yeah.
Any big ones?
Only a couple over 20. They were like just under 21.
Nice, dude. You got one on. Try check it. All right, so that was a little bit of chaos in the cockpit, we'll call it. I literally had the spinning rod over to the side, and I said, yeah, you know what? I'm going to throw this thingamajig on there and just let her go down to the bottom, see what happens. And the thingamajig starts bouncing. That rod starts bouncing in a rod holder. Kristen's rod starts bouncing. Next thing you know, yeah, baby, there's a limit. 18. How big was that one?
17, oh, actually 18. It was,
Okay,
it was
so
close.
2 18-inch fish right here that's a limit going in the box. And we're gonna fish for maybe another half hour or so, see if we can cull some of the smaller fish out, like the 16 1/4 really. But other than that, that's a limit of 8 flounder, baby. Let's go. Yeah! Look at all these boats that showed up now, man. This spot has been on fire the past 2 days. We came in there this morning and got there about 9 o'clock, I'd say, conservatively. It is now 11:45, and we have a limit of 8 fish. Caught another one that would have been a keeper that went back. Maybe another one too if we'd have kept that one that was right on 16, but unbelievable fishing, man. There's people that said that it was epic yesterday. We're right. It was good for us again today. Several of those folks are back again today. Big Bird Croppers over there. Donnie Post is back over there. Some other guys that were here. But now we're gonna head back to the marina, zip up the bay real quick, get these things cleaned up, and then I'm heading over to the Chesapeake Bay to try and catch a black drum. Let's go!
You got the light, Scott.
Did you think that we would be, going by this same spot, the opposite direction, less than 3 hours later with a limit of flounder?
I did not.
Yeah, me neither. I thought we might catch a couple. As good as it was yesterday, I figured we're good enough at flounder fishing where we might see a couple, but to catch what would have been 9 keepers, that's crazy. I don't know how many throwbacks we caught. No idea.
Couple dozen?
Yeah, it was 30 fish probably, something like that. 30 fish. You guys didn't even see all of them, but that's some of the best flounder fishing I've ever seen in Ocean City. Short amount of time like that, and those guys are out there taking advantage of it right now.
Oh, they're so good.
Look at that. Look at that. Yeah.
Woo! This is our first time we've ever caught a flounder limit together. I've caught one before. Obviously, you've caught them before, but not at the same time.
No,
so this is exciting.
Look, that's a pile of fish, guys. We have 8 keepers, and they probably average, I don't know, I'd say 2 pounds a piece. So we're looking at like 15, 20 pounds of flounder right here. We're going to divide some of this up and give it to our families, neighbors probably, because we like eating it fresh. But that's a great catch right there. I'm going to show you how we clean them up. All right, first things first, always start with a sharp knife. If you can hear that kind of grittiness of the knife, that means that you got some burrs on the blade. Make sure you get those off. Start with a fresh knife. So that's nice and clean. What I like to do is I like to cut them into 4 sections, and I start with the white side first because the white side is the thinner side. So behind the head, you can usually get a good grip of them like this. If you go underneath the gill plate, back of the head, get a nice grip on them. Start at the top of the head, make your cut there. Then you're going to come down around the belly, behind that pectoral fin, and then I'm golden there. And then, like I say, I like to do 4 cuts anyway. So I like to go right down the lateral line here to all the way down to the tail, just like that. And then you can start inside that line and go down to the backbone and kind of work that stuff off, and then pick it up, knife down to the backbone. And that's why sharp knife is key. There's one fillet, go back to the back of the head again, go down the backbone, come out here at the top. Whoa, now I don't want to lose any fish. And then pull it off at the tail. And then this is where you're going to go underneath the fillet here. Oh shoot, guys. Work the knife kind of back and forth like this. And then finally take your fillet off. Here's my other white fillet. Now I'm over to the dark side of the head. Same thing. Top of the head, around that pectoral fin, down the side, lateral line here. Shadow. Just like that. Tip of the knife down to the backbone, work it along. Some folks will use a really flexible knife. This one's kind of a mid-flex knife. So it works fine for this. Look at that. See how powerful a flounder is. He's picking himself up off the table. Same thing as you work the knife toward the pectoral fin there and the dorsal fin. There's my third fillet. One left here. Down the backbone, out at the base of the tail. Pull it completely off. Work your knife back and forth. And then there is my fourth fillet. Now that goes to the crabs. And then you're going to want to skin these off as well. You know, you can cook flounder with skin on it if you like. We like to eat it without the skin, so put your fillet down on the table, get it close to the edge, about a 45-degree angle with a knife, get yourself started. And then I kind of hold the knife in one place and I just work the fillet toward me, give it a little shimmy, shimmy, shake, and then the skin comes off, the birds come around, and there you go. And we're gonna have 8 times 4, 32 if my math is still good, 32 nice fillets. And now we'll take them into the kitchen and we'll show you how we cook them. Okay guys, we're back. We got all cleaned up, those fish all cleaned up. Have some really nice fillets here. Awesome job again. We've never caught a limit of fish together at the same time. She's caught one before. I've caught several before in my flounder fishing career. And our limit right now is 4 fish per person. So from 16 inches now, and then on June 1st we go to 17.5 inches. So keep that in mind. It's going to still be 4 fish per person throughout the rest of the year. And then this morning, Kristen was like, we need to find a good crab imperial recipe. She wants to make flounder stuffed with crab imperial. So I put it on the Facebook page and the Instagram page. Hey man, help a brother out. I'm looking for a good crab imperial recipe. And you guys didn't disappoint, so thanks a bunch for that. But you decided on something.
Yeah. Well, we picked Claire from John Whitmire's girlfriend from Crabs to Go.
I think that's fiancé now.
Is it fiancé?
I think so, yeah. I think so.
Congratulations.
If not, sorry, but I'm pretty sure it's fiancé.
And we had all the ingredients in our refrigerator, so that made it easier for us to choose because we had a lot of really good submissions. So thank you for that. There are a lot of things we do want to try over the summer. We do get a lot of flounder, so
and we get our crab meat.
Trying it.
We get our crab meat from Crabs to Go, so we got a pound of jumbo lump to put on here, and we're going to try it out. It looks absolutely delicious. So Claire, thanks very much for the recipe there. And if you haven't tried Claire's nuts yet, you're going to want to do that. Claire's Nutty Concoctions, they have them right there at Crabs to Go too. She makes brittle with like all kinds of stuff, and it's the best brittle I've ever had. We'll just dig in and see what's up.
Sure. Yeah. I did learn something from Facebook that I didn't know. A lot of people use crab cakes to put over top of their flounder, which I want to try that. You're beating me to it.
You're surprised by that? Okay, I got to go.
It's really good. Let me get more crab. I need to get into the crab imperial.
I like the creamy kind, not the real like bready kind.
It's good.
This is good.
Thank you, Claire.
Yeah, nice job, Claire.
It's a really good one. Oh, by the way, we will put the recipe in the comments section just in case you're interested in making this. I probably spread the crab meat out a little further than maybe I should have. It depends how much you like on there, but we had a bunch of fillets, so
that's good.
It's delicious.
Yeah, very, very good. And for anybody else that put recipes on there, appreciate you guys very much. We'll probably try a bunch of them over the course of the summer because we love crab imperial, and there were some really good ideas on there. And we'll close her up, right?
Yeah.
If you haven't done it already, guys, hit that subscribe button, give us a like. Give us a thumbs up. If you have any questions, ask those down below. But this was a lot of fun. You know, going out there and outside the jetty and mugging those flounders up like we did. That was a really, really fun time. And then enjoying a meal like this with the fam. Yeah. Cameraman behind the lens there. This is really nice. I'm probably going to knock 2 of these out. If you haven't done it with the social media, iFishingOC on Instagram, FishingOC on Facebook, nightly fishing report at fishingOC.com. All of our gear and tackle and stuff, deadly-tackle.com.
And if you have a good crab imperial recipe that we haven't tried yet, drop it in the comments.
Drop that in the comments. We'll appreciate it.
Thanks. We'll see you next time.
See you next vid.